When it comes to investments of between 2.5 and 3 million and above, there is a common discussion whether to invest in a townhouse where you can invest in a 3 or 4 bedroom townhouse plus you get to own the whole plot as well, or whether to invest in an apartment, a 2 bed apartment, probably. I mean, at the very outset, it seems like investing in a townhouse brings you more value for money. But then, if you are looking at a pure investment, then we have to dig a little deeper than that. We have to understand the numbers, right? So, in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about a investment opportunity, a 2 bed investment opportunity to be specific, that I believe is better than investing in a townhouse in today's context. Well, why am I making that claim? When it comes to a pure investment, again, we need to analyze investments in multiple angles. So I have analyzed this investment in 3 angles to be specific. First of all, the demand or the value of an investment rises based on how exclusive the opportunity is. Second thing is, the demand also depends on how much government is planning in that location and around that location, what government infrastructure is happening, how seriously government has taken that location or the surrounding. Third of all, in terms of the development timeline, how rapidly is that area getting developed? Based on these factors, an investment, we can assess an investment and we can understand how good an investment is. Of course, given that the developer is good, given that the investment opportunity itself is being developed by a reputed developer, right? So in today's video, we are going to talk about Sidr Residences. Yes, I have done a video of Sidr Residences before, but today I'm going to talking about specifically 2 beds at Sidr Residences. We still have some inventory available as Sidr Residences, and another new launch is expected in another 1.5 months time. But then there's a reason why I'm being very specific about this inventory that we have available as of now, rather than waiting for the new launch, and I'll talk to you about it as well during the video. Before getting into the video, I would like to share some of my thoughts that I've had since I started my YouTube channel. Over the past few weeks, I've had so many responses from my YouTube channel, investors who have reached out to me from my YouTube channel. I had chats, I've had many meetings, and I'm so humbled and so grateful, so thankful for you all. I am genuinely happy when I see investors finding my videos to be useful, insightful. I've had some great discussions over the past few weeks with investors, and I've even had some sale closures as well. So I'm really thankful and grateful for all my viewers out there. And I would also like to request you, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel right away, and that will help me reach out to more and more interested investors, viewers just like you. Having that being said, let's get into the video. So today, as I said, we are talking about Sidr Residences. I already have made a detailed video about Sidr Residences. I will put the link here for you to have a look at that video if you are interested. Sidr Residences is located in Expo City by Expo City developers. So let's quickly go through Expo City, the master plan, the location, and understand a bit about the project. If you need to know in detail about Expo City, about the surroundings, you may watch my previous video. I have elaborated in detail about the location, about the developments. Today, let's quickly go through that and let's do a bit of a comparison with some townhouses and some other alternative investments available in that investment size range for us to understand. And that way we can wrap up the video. First of all, as always, let's go through the Google map and understand the connectivity aspect, understand where Expo City is briefly. So this is the Dubai map. So this is Sheikh Zayed Road, the main highway of the UAE, and this is Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road, again another main highway, and this is Emirates Road. And these are the 3 main highways of UAE, and there are sub highways like this is the Expo Road, E77. There's Al Khail Road, there's Al Ain Road. So these are the main highways, and there are there's Hissa Street, Sukim Street, and there's various other roads. But these, for the purpose of today's discussion, let's understand these roads and let's try to understand the investment that we are looking at. Expo City is located here at the intersection of Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road and Expo Road, right? So just to give an idea, Expo Road is a 14-lane highway in both directions, like 7 lanes per direction. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road is also a 14 lanes, 7 lanes per direction highway. So it's a very, very well connected community, and there's absolutely no traffic in that location right now. And to understand a bit in detail about Expo City, as I said again, I have done a very detailed analysis about Expo City in my previous video. You can have a look. But today, let me just briefly go through Expo City. Sheikh last year approved the new master plan for Expo City. So Expo City was built for the purpose of Expo 2020 exhibition and post Expo 2020. And just to give some context, Expo 2020 is what basically transformed Dubai. This real estate boom that we are seeing since 2020, that started from Expo 2020. Expo 2020 played a pivotal role in initiating that momentum in Dubai, right? So Expo 2020 was hosted in this location. Expo City was built for the purpose of Expo 2020, and it was built just in 5 years. It is a magnificent set of infrastructure. There's a lot of infrastructure inside Expo City. I have elaborated in detail in my previous video about all the stuff that's happening in Expo City. So just a few information about Expo City. World Trade Center, I'm sure most of you would have heard about World Trade Center if you have already been exploring properties, or if you have visited to Dubai. I'm sure you would have heard of World Trade Center. World Trade Center is MENA region's largest exhibition center, and World Trade Center is located right here. It it has a size of 145,000 square meters of exhibition space in it, and as I said, it is the MENA region's largest exhibition center, and 300 annual mega events happen in this location. And during every single event that happens, all the hotels around that location, all the short-term Airbnb serviced apartments and everything gets almost fully booked, and the rates get skyrocketed, right? And some of the region's biggest exhibitions, the likes of Jitex, the Gulf Foods, and many other exhibitions take place in World Trade Center with hundreds of thousands of visitors every single year, right? So this entire World Trade Center operations is going to move into Expo City. They are current Expo City. There is Dubai Exhibition Center in Expo City, again by World Trade Center Group itself. The current exhibition center size is 47,000 square meters, and they are expanding it up to 186,000 square meters in 3 phases. As a first phase, by the end of next year, they're expanding it up to 145,000 square meters. By the end of next year, this will be ready. And construction work is already going on. If you go there, you will understand. And so by the end of next year, most of the big exhibitions that happen in World Trade Center, including Gulf Foods and many other exhibitions, are going to be moved to Dubai Exhibition Center in Expo City. So let me show you the exhibition center as well in the Expo City master plan. So this is the Expo City, an aerial view of the Expo City master plan, how it's going to look like. And Sidr Residences is also marked here. So this is the exhibition center. This is the current exhibition center, and it is expanding, right? So let me just briefly quickly walk you through this master plan as well for us to understand. uh, so this master plan is divided into 5 districts: Expo Fields, Expo Valley, Expo Business, Expo Downtown, likewise. So the central district is Expo Downtown, right? There's going to be a lot of business activities here. So this set of buildings you see in the master plan, this is a collaboration between Expo City and Aldar. Aldar is the biggest government developer in Abu Dhabi. So they are building a set of buildings there, mostly commercial. And this is the Al Wasl Dome. Al Wasl Dome is the world's largest immersive dome. It also has a Guinness World Record, and it is a masterpiece. Not only Al Wasl Dome, the entire Expo City. I mean, I've had investors, we've had discussions, and when they walk through the community, when we roam around the community in a buggy, that feel you can't get that feel by just going through some videos on YouTube. So it's a whole different feeling. So again, uh, there's a mix of residential and commercial. For example, this is Vaha Residences, which was recently launched, a set of exclusive residential buildings. And this side you have a school, you have a park, you have a outdoor area, pavilion sort of for concerts and events. So this side you have Expo Valley, which is a villa and townhouse community, and this side you have an Expo Forest, 250 million square meters of spot forest. Uh, and some of the world's largest Fortune 500 companies and many companies have set up headquarters in Expo City already, including DP World. They have set up their global headquarters. Siemens Energy and Siemens, they have set up their MENA regions headquarters, and they have actually acquired 5 buildings, actually 6 buildings in Expo City. We have Live Nation, Bank, Fuji, and many other big global names, and many universities, including Wellington University from Australia, India, IIFT from India, and so many universities, many companies have already set up headquarters and moving in on a weekly basis, basically. Most importantly, Emirates, they are moving their headquarters from Dubai airport to here because Al Maktoum airport is going to be the next big airport. By 2030, all operations are going to be moved into Al Maktoum International Airport. So Al Maktoum airport is literally next to Expo City. Al Maktoum airport is here. So currently, this is the exhibition center that I was talking about. I'll go back to the Google map and I'll show you the exhibition center in a zoomed in view as well. So this is a zoomed in version of the map. This is Expo City. And this is the current exhibition center, right? As I said, 45,000 square meters, and the expansion is happening along these directions, and this whole stretch is going to be 1.2 kilometers in length. So it's a big development that's happening in this location. Although this seems not that big in terms of size, it is indeed a very big area, vast area, very beautiful area. When you go there, you feel it, right? So these are some of the main developments that are happening in Expo City. Some of the, I was talking about the corporate relocation that happens, that is happening in Expo City, about the universities. And among these, there are a few residential projects, one being Sidr Residences. The previous 2 projects was Sky Residences and Mangrove Residences, which is already sold out. So just to give an idea of the plots of these 3 projects. So this is Sky Residences, Mangrove Residences, Sidr Residences. These are already sold out. This, we have some availability here. Of course, we have some availability in Al Waha as well, in the 3 million range. That is also a good option, which we can discuss on a one-on-one call if you are interested. But today I'll talk about Sidr Residences for one particular reason. Okay, so there are, as I said, there is some inventory available at Sidr Residences, 2 beds. Now this, I think you got an idea of the surrounding, about the location, about what's there, and there is more to this. I just wanted to give you a brief picture of what's coming up in Expo City, just for us to understand the potential. So I was talking about the exhibition center expansion, companies moving in. So as I said, companies are moving in on a weekly, monthly basis. Companies are moving in, and these are some of the big. I told you about some of the big names. So many small companies, entrepreneurs are also moving in because it is a free zone, right? Next to it, we have the Al Maktoum International Airport. Let me show the Maktoum Airport as well. So in this map, this is a zoom out version. This is Expo City, and this is the Maktoum Airport. By the way, there's not going to be any noise pollution by the airport flights. We'll understand that on a one-on-one meeting. So Expo City is literally next to the Al Maktoum Airport. Currently, there is an existing metro station. The last stop of the metro red line goes up to Expo City. It goes inside Expo City, and the extension will start soon of that metro line, and the stop right next to Expo City is going to be in Al Maktoum Airport, which is a 5-minute travel via metro. So it's very, very conveniently connected to the airport, and Al Maktoum Airport is going to be the world's largest international airport in terms of size. So these are the developments that's happening in this location. Now let's move on to the next section and let's understand Expo City, Sidr Residences versus, I'll take another 2 developments just to briefly compare and walk through. One being a townhouse in Valley, and then I'll again take Damak Islands, a townhouse in Damak Islands as well. I mean, we can take any townhouse. Like there are some townhouses available in MR South as well, in the range of 3 million. So we can take that as well. So just let's understand a few townhouses in light of 3 aspects that I spoke about at the beginning of the video. First of all, how exclusive the investment is, how exclusive Sidr is versus how exclusive the other townhouses that are available in that investment range are. right? That's the first comparison. So let's understand the exclusivity aspect of this. Let me take Sidr. As I said, Sidr Residences is located in Expo City. Damac Islands is located here. Valley is located here, right? And if it let's also take MR South as well. We have townhouses here in MR South, right? So these are the four. If you take these four locations, same tickets, similar ticket size. Sidr Residences we are looking at like 2.7 million. Damac Islands, there are some 4 beds available, 2.5 million, 3 beds 3.1 million. Valley touching 3 million and 3 between 2.9 and 3.1 million. MR South 3.2, 3.3 million. So right, when we compare these products, these investments products, Expo City versus these products, Expo City, I mean, if we are to touch the 3 million mark, we can look at a 2 bed at Al Waha, which is also available option. So if you look at this in terms of exclusivity, right, how exclusive the project, the opportunity is. Now I briefly walked you through the master plan of Expo City, what's coming up in Expo City, right? And Expo City is not going to get replicated. Expo City is just one Expo City. Government has heavily invested 57 billion dirhams already invested in that infrastructure, 37 billion to build Expo City for the purpose of Expo 2020. 10 billion was passed last year to expand the exhibition center, Dubai Exhibition Center, another 10 billion for further improvements in Expo City, and there will be more investments being pumped in to Expo City. Expo City is basically the brainchild of Sheikh. He endorsed the new master plan, and there's not going to be another Expo City. Expo City is a free zone, a hub. Just think, I mean, if not for anything, just the fact that Dubai Exhibition Center, the entire Dubai Exhibition Center is moving into Expo City, that's a very big thing. And currently, for your information, there is no apartments available in Expo City. There's only one holiday. There's only one hotel, Rove Hotel. Then Cheval Maison is coming up there, a 5-star hotel brand, but it's not yet ready. So these are the two hotels that are available currently in that location. And apart from that, only these residential buildings that we are talking about, Sidr Residences, Mangrove, Waha, and Sky Residences, and also on outside Expo City we have Terra Heights by MR developers. So it's a very considering comparing the number of people that will be moving in here, the Fortune 500 companies that I was talking about. Just think, a Fortune 500 company would not just relocate their headquarters to a location without proper due diligence. They would have done so much of research, in-depth analysis, and it should have made a lot of sense for them to move into that location. So that is the caliber of people that are moving in here, plus the exhibition center, plus all the events that are yet to happen in Expo City. The government is planning to expand the city. Dubai South is a very big thing. There's so many other videos that talk about the potential of Dubai South as a location, as an investment hub. So Expo City is at the heart of Dubai South, right? So in terms of exclusivity, there's not going to be another Expo City. But if you look at Valley, right, there's so many other plots around this location. Right next to Valley, we have Elwood by Shobha. Of course, they have their own unique concept, but in terms of like townhouses, if you look at a comparative price point, we have Damac Hills too. There's so much land parcels available here. Another developer, another big developer can go there, purchase land, and build up another villa community. Or MR can expand. MR can extend their valley, and they could come up with few more valley phases, right? If you look at Damac Islands, there's so much land plots around this location. There's already available ready townhouses as well here, right? So there is so much land plots available for developers to expand and build around all these locations. Even MR South, yes, MR South is a bit exclusive. It's very close to the airport, but it is not Expo City, right? Expo City is Expo City. It has its own value. It carries a unique value proposition for itself. So in terms of exclusivity, Expo City is very, very exclusive compared to these other developments, right? Now, in terms of government infrastructure, again, we already discussed about government infrastructure throughout the video, but let's again briefly understand. As I said, government has invested 57 billion dirhams for the purpose of Expo to basically to build Expo and to expand Expo City, World Dubai Exhibition Center, and everything. So government is heavily investing in the infrastructure, and They have already invested in the surrounding road networks to build, like for the purpose of Expo 2020, they expanded some roads, right? And as part of the Dubai Exhibition Center future expansions, as I said, 10 billion dirhams have already been passed for the first phase of expansion. As part of the second and third phase of expansion, they are also going to expand the road network, increase the connectivity. So a lot more will be invested into the infrastructure to increase connectivity, road network, into the exhibition center, Dubai Exhibition Center. So in terms of government infrastructure, like when we compare that investment to the investments in these locations, yes, there was a bit of an expansion that happened. Actually, it was a significant expansion that happened along Dubai Al Road. It was expanded from a 3-lane highway up to a 6-lane highway, and a lot of expansion, like government will be investing in, again, road network infrastructure developments around this location as well, to increase connectivity to the Dubai land area, and metro lines are coming up in these locations. Etihad Railway will be going along this location. Again, Etihad Railway will be going along Al Maktoum Airport as well. So there's going to be a stop somewhere close to Al Maktoum Airport, and there's going to be a stop somewhere in these locations as well, right? So in terms of government infrastructure investments, yes, government is investing here. Government is investing in these locations as well. But the amount of investments that is being poured into this location, which again leads to my third point, the timeline of developments that are happening within a short period of time. The amount of investments that is being poured in, the amount of developments that government is doing within a very short period of time, that is happening in this location, Expo City, right? Because Dubai Exhibition Center, by next year end, it is going to be fully functional, almost fully functional. So that's a very big thing. That's not a small thing, right? And all these companies that are moving in, they are going to be fully functional very soon. So a lot of developments is happening in Expo City. If you go there, you will understand in a very short period of time. Compared to the government infrastructure developments, like surrounding developments I'm talking about, happening in these locations, the level of developments that's happening in Expo City and around inside Expo City, it's very high. It's at a very high scale. It's at a very fast pace. The development is happening, right? Why does government infrastructure matter? Well, we all know, like for example, an investment closer to a metro station, or an investment, let's say there's a location. For example, typical example, there was International City where studios were trading at like 250, 300, 350,000 dirhams. And last year beginning, the announcement of the Metro Blue Line came up, and studio prices shot up by 100, 150,000 dirhams. That just the announcement of one government in one particular infrastructure investment, the Metro Blue Line, right? So that is how powerful government infrastructure is. That is how much of an impact government infrastructure can do on a property investment. So government is seriously investing, seriously considering Expo City to be the center of Dubai South, which is a main focal point of the development of Dubai, which is a main focal point of the Vision 2020 master plan, right? So yeah, that is a bit about, that I just wanted to analyze these investments in these three aspects, right? Now let's understand some numbers. So during the process of understanding the numbers, also I will explain certain facts, certain things. I have done a very brief, this is a very brief analysis that I have, done some numbers, very simple, very brief. If you are interested, on a one-on-one call, we can discuss in detail about these numbers, about records, how I have derived these numbers, why I have derived these numbers, how they will appreciate, and so on and so forth. Just for us to understand the basics, right? Damac Islands, I have put, this is for a good 4-bed townhouse, 2.5 million, where you can expect the rental of like 270,000 dirhams on handover, and that is going to be a rental ROI of 10% plus, right? Valley, currently we see rentals of like 260, 270,000, some even touching 300,000 dirhams. So we can expect 300 to 325,000 dirhams of a rental by the time Valley is ready. Expo City, 2 beds. Currently, if you look at 2 beds in concentrated locations, like good locations, like some good renowned towers in Dubai Marina or closer to World Trade Center, where the current exhibition center is, some renowned towers in Business Bay, we can see rentals touching 300,000, 325, 330,000 as well, right? So currently there's no ready property, as I said, there's no ready property available in Expo City for us to directly compare it in that caliber, right? But looking at the demand that is that is expected to pour into this location, the Dubai Exhibition Center, these high caliber offices that are moving in. The number of units that are available is very exclusive. 450 units per project, and there are 3 projects available: Sidr, Sky, Mangrove. Plus, we have Al Waha, which is an exclusive concept. Most of the units are going to be gone on short-term Airbnb rentals only. It's a very exclusive concept, right? So the number of units that are available current inventory is very limited. So by 2027, by 2028, this Sidr Residence is going to be ready by 2027. By that time, the number of units are available would be very limited, but the demand would significantly outpace the supply inside Expo City. And of course, inside Expo City is going to be the most preferred location rather than living outside Expo City. So there is going to be a lot of demand in this location. And I think 275,000 dirhams in long-term rentals is a very easily attainable figure in terms of rental when you look at the trends in other locations, right? We can discuss and we can understand this in detail on a one-on-one meeting. I've just given a brief again. And the other thing, the most important thing, is the payment plan at Sidr Residences. That is why I specifically am talking about this particular project rather than talking about something else when it comes to 2.53 million. You have a 30/70 payment plan, 30% post handover. You have to pay only 70% until handover, and the balance 30% you can pay over a period of 2 years. So you can leverage on your return on equity on the post handover payment plan. You can, you don't have to make that balance chunk of payment at handover. So that's a significant advantage. So by the time of handover, you would have only paid like around 1.9 million dirhams. If you look at the return on investment on the amount that you had invested on the first year, that is going to be 14% long term. I'm talking about. When it comes to short term rentals, these figures are going to be even higher. We can understand this on a one-on-one Zoom call if interested. So yeah, that is a bit about the Expo City Sidr Residences 2. So why am I advocating Sidr Residences 2 so much, while Sidr Residences 3 is expected to get launched by mostly by April, May? We are expecting Sidr Residences 3 to be launched. The only thing is, definitely, the next launch is going to come up at a higher price point without a post handover payment plan, right? They already launched Al Waha Residences 2 weeks ago, and they got rid of the post handover payment plan. It was a 50/50 payment plan, 50% on handover. Sidr 3 most likely is going to be again a 50/50 payment plan with 50% on handover, if not even more aggressive than that. They have been getting more and more aggressive in terms of the payment plan because the demand is picking up, right? If you look at their previous projects, Sky Residences, Mangrove Residences, it was a 50/50 payment plan with 50% post handover, and the post handover period also was very long. Sidr Residences, we have 2 years post handover, and that is going to be gone very soon. And tell me one government developer in Dubai that offers post handover payment plan right now. There's none, right? Because the demand is already there. So there's no government developer in this scale, in this caliber, that offers a post handover payment plan. That too with in such an exclusive location, such an exclusive project, beautiful, phenomenal investment opportunity. You will literally feel this when you walk through the community, right? So that is a bit about this investment opportunity that I want to talk about. Of course, I am not saying, I should have said this in the beginning, but I'll emphasize this right now. I'm not saying a townhouse is a bad investment. I'm not saying Damak Islands. I'm not saying MR Valley is a bad investment. I'm not generalizing the fact that MR Expo City is better than MR Valley. I'm talking about if it is specifically comes to an investment, if you are purely investment minded, if you only want better ROI, then I genuinely believe right now this option sits at the top. Now, coming to the closing remarks, as always, I would like to reiterate, every single investor is unique. I've had chats with many investors, and no two investors are identical. Every investor, every one of you have your own set of thoughts. You come with your own unique experiences. So every investor is unique. You have something different from another person. So the ideal thing is to jump on a call. We can understand, we can discuss, I can understand you well, and we can discuss what is the best strategy, what is the best investment that would suit your strategy. Perhaps for your particular case, for your particular investment objective, maybe another apartment in some other location would be better suited than Sidr Residences. Maybe investing in three units rather than investing in one unit would be better suited for your specific case. So it's very case specific, different from investor to investor. And again, almost every day or two a new launch is happening in Dubai. I'm not saying every launch is a good launch, but then there's so many options. So if we based on your investment objectives, based on your interests, we can see what options you have. Like there are some very nice residential branded residences, and different concepts are coming up with various payment plans. I have a few options available, so we can discuss on a call your objectives, your interests, and we can see what best suits you. Having that being said, I think you found this video useful and helpful. Again, I would like to request, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, like, and share my video with someone who you believe would benefit out of. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Signing off until next time.